Welcome to Amazing Devotions for Men. These amazing devotions are lessons from men of the Bible, men like you or men you are acquainted with. They are from all walks of life. These lessons are a compilation of Bible characters that has been documented in a devotional for men entitled A Legacy. The greatest want of the world is the want of men. Men who will not be bought or sold. Men who in their inmost souls are true and honest. Men who do not fear to call sin by its right name. Men whose conscience is as true to duty as the needle to the pole. Men who will stand for the right though the heavens fall. This quote was taken from the book Education, page 57 by E.G. White. Lessons of how being doubtful can make a man lose a great opportunity is today's devotion, based on the life of a man named Barak, found in the book of Judges, chapters 4 and 5. Barak was the man who would have been one of the judges appointed by God, but because of his lack of motivation, indecision, and faithlessness, he ceded the opportunity of great honor to a woman. According to the word of God, the man is head of the woman, who is considered the weaker vessel, but Barak lost that opportunity due to his lack of motivation, when he forfeited a God-given military victory to a woman. Also, God had to use a woman to motivate him into obeying his command to overthrow Israel's oppressor and enemy. God did not choose Deborah, he chose Barak. However, God used Deborah, who was Israel's judge at the time, to insist that Barak obey his instructions to go up against Israel's enemy, a man named Sisera. Men who lack motivation are weak. They are normally not the authority in their households, nor are they progressive in any of their responsibilities. They lack leadership qualities and impede God's purpose for them to be responsible men. A man loses the right to govern his home when he lacks motivation. It is humiliating and embarrassing for a man to forfeit his power to a woman. There is nothing wrong for a woman to be in a leadership position, but it was God's intention that the man do the leading. Additionally, it is good when a man can take advice from a woman, but it is not good when that advice came from God first, and he ignored it, which was the case with Barak. Barak's indecision made him lose the respect and honor that might have been his. He would not agree to take up the challenge unless Deborah accompanied him. Men who are indecisive are not responsible and should not expect to be respected. When men are decisive, they will obey God, accept their responsibilities, run the home effectively, and earn respect. Though Paul, in the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 32 hails Barak as being faithful, it took a woman to help him exercise his faith. Barak was satisfied to remain under the oppression of his enemies, rather than obey God's command. He was reluctant to subdue his enemies. Israel had suffered at the hands of the Canaanites for 20 years, without putting up a struggle. Had Barak depended on God and not Deborah, he would have been the hero and not Jael, who was the real heroine. If you are not the authoritative figure in your home, it is because you are like Barak, lacking motivation, indecisive and faithless. God has given you the responsibility to be a leader and not a follower. When you allow God to lead in your life, you will be the head and not your wife, mother, grandmother, or children. Unless you show positive signs of being the leader that God intended you to be, you give up the right to the glory, honor, and respect God had planned for you. For verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, Be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. Mark chapter 11 verse 23. Thank you for watching the Amazing Devotions channel. Your continued support is appreciated. Come back tomorrow for another amazing devotion about a priest who took drastic measures to alert Israel about their spiritual and moral decline, based on the book of Judges, chapters 19 through 21. By subscribing, you won't miss any of these amazing daily devotions. Remember to tell the men in your lives about lessons from amazing men of the Bible.